Race as familiar characters like Mario. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we can finally play as Mario after all these years without him. How come nobody ever thought about this idea? Playing as Mario in one of those Mario Kart games? I mean, this is just absolutely unheard of. Nintendo are stepping up their game, they don't want to be left behind by PlayStation and Xbox. Finally, they are making some really good decisions. I really want to extend this playing as Mario joke as much as I can because I feel like this is a once in a lifetime thing that happens. I just find and will always find really funny that they literally said race as a familiar characters like Mario. Like, brother, what are you speaking about? Of course we can race as Mario. Not to be a party pooper or anything, but I don't know, man. I just think that we kind of already knew this. Nobody in the whole existence of Mario Kart games ever thought that we wouldn't be able to play with Mario. Like, that's a thought that has crossed nobody's mind ever in the entire existence of humans. I mean, trust me, I can make a whole 20 minutes video just speaking about this alone. But I will be a professional here and I will not do that, although I am very tempted. We will do a little bit of a breakdown of the Mario Kart World Direct. I know that in these last videos that I made, I was like, oh no, trust me, they're gonna announce something huge for the Nintendo Direct. They wouldn't do a Mario Kart World Direct just to not announce anything. I think they're building up to something really huge here. Of course, there's already people commenting on my video and being like, okay, this aged like milk, and rightfully so. I was absolutely wrong about everything. They didn't announce a single cool thing. No, I mean, they revealed some details about the game. I'm being a little bit unfair. They revealed some really interesting details and really cool ones, like, of course, we're gonna get the Rainbow Road. I know that at least in the Spanish-speaking community, a lot of people were really worried that, okay, we're not gonna get any Rainbow Road, like we already saw the whole map. But I always was like, okay, don't worry guys, there is absolutely zero chance that we don't get Rainbow Road. That track is a staple in the Mario Kart franchise. I see no world, see what I did there, Mario Kart World, I don't see a world, okay. I don't see a world in which they could pull off a Mario Kart game and don't include a Rainbow Road. I was never worried about not getting it. And let's speak about the Mario Kart World Direct. For a lot of people that was disappointing. A lot of people were very mad at Nintendo, posting comments and tweets like, why were you hyping this up? This could have just been an email. And honestly, to a certain extent, I really have to agree with these people. There were a lot of people waiting for the Direct, and personally I didn't wait for it. I just woke up a little bit late because I slept really late, and so I just saw it when I woke up, so that didn't worry me like, oh yes, I need to be here. I really didn't care that much. But I know people that woke up on time to see the presentation, and I always told to these people like, okay, yeah, it's fine, you can be excited and expect something cool, but don't get disappointed if that expectation is not met. We are responsible for how much we hype ourselves. And I encourage everybody to hype themselves up just for fun, but being responsible and knowing that maybe those expectations most of the times will not be accomplished. Anyway, I am getting very sidetracked here, so I just gotta be a better public speaker. If anybody knows how to improve on this, let me know down in the comments. And the first thing that I noticed in the video is that they speak about you can be in a track and then drive to another one whenever you want. And yes, that is fun, that sounds like a cool thing, but maybe for once or twice, right? Because you cannot just be on a race with your friends and expect to every single race just being like, you know what, I'm losing, goodbye guys, I'm just going to another one. I really want to know or see how it plays out, the whole just go to another track if you want thing. I don't want anybody or myself to just randomly drive off from the race. That's quite literally cheating. So they sell this like the hugest thing, like, okay, this is going to be so fun everybody, but I don't know if it's going to be really that fun. And also, how can you do it and when can you not do it? Like if you're in an online race, I think it would be wise to avoid this type of situation. Another huge thing that they announced, well, I mean, it's not a huge thing, but it was for me, is that there will be a night and day cycle. So you can go into any track whenever you want, and it could be both day and night. I think that will make the game really interesting. I think it's kind of weird that it wasn't a thing already. Like, now that I'm thinking of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the map was always the same, so why not varying it a little bit with illumination? So that is a brilliant move, and also it makes sense because of the social aspect. So imagine you just hop on an adventure with your friend online, and you just wanna be a few hours disconnecting from reality and be playing Mario Kart and be immersed in the adventure, right? So I think the fact that they have day and night cycle, that truly makes it way more immersive than it could have been without it. I wonder if the day and night will make differences in the tracks. Like, yeah, of course it's going to be illuminated in a different way, but other than that, it could be really interesting if they actually do have some differences. I'm imagining something really simple, but let's just say in the day, in a track that has the city theme, there's a lot of obstacles, like a lot of cars, and maybe in night you have way less. Something like that could be really interesting. Or imagine something like this: in the desert, in the day, it's everything normal, but in the night there's a part where there's a lot of wind and it makes it difficult driving through the desert. That is such a big improvement in the Mario Kart formula. They also presented to us some sections. One of the sections was mechanics, other was items, and the other one was like stages. In the stages section, they go through some tracks. There was one really interesting where there was some characters dressed like vampires or like Dracula, something like that. That was really fun. It is now confirmed that you will be able to get different skins based on the food that you get. So there's like these stops that you can go through. Then you buy a hamburger or any type of food. You eat it and then you unblock some skin. And now you can select it on the select screen in the very beginning when you're selecting your character. So that's pretty fun. You don't gotta go and always eat the same food to get the same skin. In the section of items, they revealed 2 items. I think we already kind of knew about the Mega Mushroom. We saw it in a trailer, I think. And yeah, it basically just makes you bigger. I'm not a huge fan of this one, but I mean, I have to play it to know if it's fun. I haven't played the Mega Mushroom, so I don't really know. But we also got one really interesting that I truly like. It's the Ice Flower. It seems really fun. Instead of the Fire Flower that you would use to throw some fireballs, now you have the Ice Flower and you can throw some snow into your opponents. That actually seems really fun. I don't know if it's going to work a little bit like the ink, where it covers a little bit of your vision. It would make sense if it does. There was a part that I didn't enjoy a lot where they announced like the game modes. I thought they were going to announce really interesting game modes, and they really didn't. They went like, okay, so there can be like 24 players and you can make up to 4 teams. Wow, that's so fun. I don't know, man, that's kind of like the bare minimum. But then as I thought that hope was lost, they announced something really fun. We all thought that the free roaming gimmick would be very boring because yeah, you can go to whatever place you want, but there's nothing to do, right? Well, wrong. There's actually hundreds of buttons that they call switches, and you can push them, and then the mythical blue coins appear and you can collect them. That's pretty interesting collecting little thing. I mean, it doesn't sound like much, but just think of the day-to-day gameplay. Like, imagine you're just with your friend, you guys hop on a call, you guys play Mario Kart, and then you go exploring. It's not gonna be like just 20 switches. No, they said that there's at least 100. So there will be a lot of switches that you can go. And you're just exploring this world with your kart and your friends, collecting blue coins. The thing is, you have to imagine it this way. You're just having a really good conversation with your friend, and in the background you're collecting these blue coins. Sure, it might not be very fun by itself, but when you add the factors that you're playing with your friends and also you're watching the day and night cycle, then you can easily romanticize this experience. I will have a blast with Mario Kart World. I'm gonna have so much fun with it. But regardless of that, I do think that it's lacking a little bit of content, especially for its $80 price tag. The thing is, yes, I know that it's Mario Kart, so it's gonna be infinitely replayable. You will be able to play 2,000 hours in that game, I know. But part of me wishes that there was a little bit more than just this. I don't know, make like some sort of battle royale mode or I don't know, something. We also have to consider that they might not reveal everything because they want us to be surprised for when we play, so they may have a really cool single player campaign, but they will not tell us because they just want us to experience it. It's perfectly possible. You know what I'm really excited to know how it's going to be? The Rainbow Road. I wanna know how are you going to be able to go into the Rainbow Road. Maybe in the very center of the map it opens like a portal and then you go through the portal and now you're in Rainbow Road, or maybe there's like a really long path that opens up, then you just gotta go through the path. And just to end the video in an optimistic way, I don't discard at all that we're going to get DLC for this game. I don't think we're gonna be getting other Mario Kart game for the Nintendo Switch 2. So maybe 6 months or a year after the release of the game, they start pumping out some really interesting extra content. Hopefully they will do it for free because the game is $80. The game feels a little bit bare bones as it stands, so I think they're going to make some brand new content for it down the line, so we shouldn't be worrying too much about this. And let me know your opinions on this Mario Kart World Direct. Do you think it was really good? Do you think it was disappointing? Let me know down in the comments, and as always, thank you so much for watching this video. That's about it. Goodbye!